Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs. Welcome back to another Parramatta light rail video. We are currently approaching the Telopea light rail stop. Bit of a breezy one today. Going to have a look at the construction progress of the Telopea light rail stop, give you a bit of a look at that, and we'll also see some tram testing, as the trams are testing at a high-ish frequency. That's 2162 headed towards Rose Hill. And we have another light rail vehicle on the other platform headed towards Carlingford. And that's 2167. For those of you who haven't seen many of the other parts to this series, the trams, or the light rail vehicles that will be running this Parramatta light rail line, consist of Airbus 100 light rail vehicles. So CAF Airbus 100. Okay. Just wanted to grab a photo of that light rail vehicle at the stop, just in case it takes off before we get there. But this is the Telopea light rail stop. Telopea light rail stop is located approximately where Telopea Sydney train station used to be. So what we're doing is we're actually just walking from Carlingford to Rose Hill, doing different parts for each area we're in. So the last video was the Carlingford and surrounds. This video is the Telopea and surrounds, and so on and so forth. So see if we can sort of move up the way a little bit. So currently walked 1.6 kilometres so far. Got about another 5.5 kilometres to go till Parramatta. Just moving up a little bit so we can get this light rail vehicle just up the track. Should be all good to spin around in a second to see this one pass through. See, what am I doing? Very cool. So Telopea station looked very well complete. So when I'm doing these videos, I'm just doing a quick walk past the light rail stops. There's quite a few workers there, traffic control, security, other people. You're not really allowed on the platform, so we'll just do a quick walk past. But with each of the light rail stops, everything's pretty well complete. The passenger information display screens, opal readers, lighting, CCTV cameras, everything is pretty well done. So this light rail line uses, or between Carlingford and Rose Hill, uses the old Carlingford Sydney trains alignment. A nice creepy tunnel. I'm kidding, should be right. So within this series of videos, you'll see all the Parramatta light rail stops between Carlingford and Rose Hill, and also a good portion of the rail alignment as well. And while we're walking, echo. While we're walking, we'll obviously see a couple of the trams pass through. It's a warm day today, but not extremely hot. I think it's supposed to be about 28. I'm a bit further west of the city, so it might be 29-ish. And there is your weather report for today. Kidding. And this wind isn't too bad either. It gives a nice cool breeze. What I was going to do is just stand at the light rail stop and look at the light rail vehicles, show you all that, and just a quick look around the light rail stop. But I just thought maybe the videos would be about 2 or 3 minutes long. Then realizing now that the walk around, like the walk from Carlingford to Rose Hill here is actually quite good, with quite a few vantage points, more than quite a few, of the line and trams as they pass. So, you know, if I'm just walking, showing you all sort of like continuous footage like this, we hopefully won't miss any of the trams. As a matter of fact, having sort of like this just below eye level is actually pretty good. I can actually hear the tracks sort of squeal, so I think one might pop around in a sec. Ah, there we go. $21.66. Very nice. It's interesting because I've wanted to do this for a little while. Like, I wanted to go along this part of the line just to show the light rail stops at their current level of completion for a little while now. And I just thought, when I did this last time, the way to each of the light rail stops, like if you're like walking, not getting public transport or driving or anything like that, but if you're walking from Carlingford to Rose Hill or the other way around, you're not, like, I thought you wouldn't be walking along a cycleway like this. I thought you'd be like, walking down a street to one of the stops, then you have to walk back out of the street and find your way to, like, I don't know, the main road, and then you have to like weave your way through all these other streets just to get to the next light rail stop, you know what I mean? Didn't know that there was actually a cycleway that's so far been paralleling the whole line. So we've done Carlingford, we've done Telopea. The next stop is Dundas. Dundas station's actually one that I'm really looking forward to seeing, because Dundas light rail stop is actually made up of what's actually the Dundas Sydney train station. What has the station buildings there anyway, so that one will be really cool to see. So all of the stops, except one, feature names of the former Carlingford line. So you have Telopea and Dundas, you got Rose Hill, the one that doesn't have its original name is Rydalmere. That is actually known now as Yallamundi. If you remember a little while ago when we had a first look at the Parramatta's new light rail fleet, the Airbus 100, where myself and Paul from Transport Vlog were invited to come to the Yallamundi stop, look inside one of the brand new light rail vehicles for the Parramatta light rail. That was the Yallamundi stop. Decent walk there. But as always, safety message. But as always, like if you're going to do a walk like this, always just sort of don't be silly. Don't go jumping over the fences to get a photo. Stay on this side of the fence. You can get plenty of good photos this way. And if you're walking on a hot day, bring some water, like I did. The sound of my voice was like, oh, I forgot to bring it. But no, definitely bring some water. It'll be good if that Rose Hill bound light rail vehicle approached now. Have a look at this sign here, see how far we've walked and see how far we've got to go, because we started at Carlingford at 0 Ks and we'll see how much more to go. Okay, so it's been 2.5 kilometres since Carlingford and 4.7 Ks to go, and it's showing that Dundas station is 530 metres away. So what I might even do is wrap up the video and then put it on to the next part. Let's do separate parts. I know that really long videos are good sometimes, but there's been quite a few lately, so let's keep them to that sort of 8, 10, 20 minute limit-ish. No rule, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next part. Ciao.